Hello. So I figured I really like Isshin's strong attacks. I really like Isshin's strong attacks. In fact, when I first saw him as a character, I was kind of disappointed he was a normal attack character because his normal attack is, average speed. It's got good reach, but it's an average speed, and his strong attacks have really good range, and they just look really cool. So I thought it'd be fun to see what his build would be like if it's just, an SP build. I don't have the best accessories for SP characters. I have this one that's pretty good, and this one that's pretty good. Yuki seems, it's a little bit lacking, but it kind of helps with the increase in stamina for that. But for the decrease in that, I have 25, 25, 25. I kind of maxed it out as far as it would go. I'm also doing an inheritance zone. I'm going to do it at the lower level, though. I'm not going to do it at the higher level. Just because I've already done it at the higher level with this build. It did work out. The only reason I'm not going to do it is because it took like 4 minutes and something, and I don't really want to have to fight for that long. So I'm going to do it at the lower level just to kind of show off the damage. So yeah. Another thing to consider with this, since it is inheritance zones and there are hollows involved, the ×5 killer does apply. But you can kind of see what he does against the wrong cards as well. But like I said, it's not bad. His normal attack still does a decent amount of damage. His strong attacks do a really good amount of damage. They hit multiple times. He doesn't have frenzy, but they still hit multiple times. As you can see, it wipes out even just the wrong cards by himself. Like I said, this is the lower level, but a lower level is still level 100 characters, so, crap. Don't kill me. And you still have your normal attacks to rely on. I believe he has a boosted NAD link, so it's still really good. And they're just fun. They're just really fun to use. I think the reach on his strong attack 2 is the same as OG Isshin's special. I think he is basically the same thing, and it's just kind of up there. But like I said, it's just a really fun build, just because they have really good reach. It's not as fast as some of the other attacks. Like his Getsuga Tensho isn't as fast. His normal attack 1 is kind of a lunge normal attack 1, which I really like. Strong attack 3 is also really good. It's almost full screen. It's not exactly full screen, but it does cover most of it, and it's a very good move to use if you're surrounded by enemies. So is strong attack 1. I don't know why I didn't finish it there, but so is strong attack 1. It's also a very good move to use when you're surrounded by enemies. The only downside about this build is that since in order for it to be really useful, I had to use, his SP is up by 100%, and the links are at 75, which I know most people don't have. It took me a while to get 3 links that had plus 25 SP on them, but yeah, so they don't come often. Like I said, it's a good thing he has an attack that's high and a normal attack link, because you're gonna eventually end up using it with this build, since the recharge time is the same. But luckily, the recharge time for the normal attack 1, which in my opinion, while the other ones have better range than his strong attack 1, I do still think his strong attack 1 is the one with the best damage, because it does 400. Unless, of course, well, that actually did a lot of damage too, but they were hollows, so it's like 3 times killer. I don't know if I said 5 times or 3 times earlier. His strong attack 2 also does a lot of damage if they're like really close up. It does 4,000 each, or I guess they're killers multiplied, but it does a lot of damage if they're close up. But you can see his strong attack 1. Oops. I think his strong attack 1 might be my favorite, actually. There we go. There we go. Alright. I would kind of like to see, I kind of wanted to see this build on this build on regular, just a regular raid. But a regular raid is easier than this, and the killer is multiplied on this. So I kind of wanted to see. Plus, you can build the modern characters, the recent characters. They can kill with a good enough anything build. They can kill anything. They can get an SP character with a high enough attack, and you can NAD a regular raid. Inheritance zones are a little bit different. Like I said, I did already do this in the harder inheritance zone, the solo one. I didn't try in co-op, and it actually worked out pretty well. But I wouldn't wanna waste too much time on this. Should be able to kill him just like that. I'll finish it off with strong attack 2, and there you have it. So that's the Isshin in a build that should not be his, but it works out well, I think. So let me know what you think. Let me know if there's another character you think would work well with a build that isn't exactly meant for them. It's kind of like this one. And yeah, feel free to check out the other ones I've done. I've only really done 2 other ones. I don't do this series very often, but I do like it because it kind of gives you... It explores a way to play the game where you're not necessarily good. You're not exploiting the good part of a character. You're exploiting a weaker part of that character, but you've made that weaker part good, and it's a fun build. This is a very enjoyable build, so I recommend you check it out. That said, have a good day, and I will see you in the eventualies. Take care.